NPC depth as driver of freedom and immersion in Hitman Sandboxes. The Hitman series has garnered critical praise and a dedicated fanbase for its stealth sandbox gameplay since the initial entry released nearly 20 years ago. This long-running success stems not only from meticulously crafted levels and flexible approaches to objectives, but also notably through sophisticated implementation of non-player characters, NPCs, that greatly enhance immersion and possibilities. Examination of the immense scale and complex behaviors granted to NPCs within current Hitman titles clearly demonstrates their vital contributions in defining the distinctive flavor of interactive escapades the games proffer. A headline-grabbing post on the r/Hitman subreddit displayed the staggering attention to detail developers have invested in NPC population and reactivity just within Miami, one locale players can explore. A player managed to systematically document and kill 1,970 Miami NPCs alone, already demonstrating the sheer density every level houses for players to navigate. But simple volume would ring hollow if not paired with actual substance through these NPCs' diversity and responsiveness as well. Rather than cookie-cutter clones making up crowds, deliberate care has crafted event staff teams, exotic race car engineers, beach-going tourists, local business owners, journalists and bloggers, even unique mission targets like tech mogul Robert Knox and his daughter, all visible and available to interact with during events players can reshape through their choices. And crucially, blunt dialogue boxes fail to capture exchanges when 47 suspicious actions provoke NPCs. Contextual barks like "Hey, do I know you?" or "Sir, please step back." In response to trespassing conveys human unfamiliarity and concern once the cloning facade slips even slightly. Every map thus presents a microcosm society populated sufficiently to suspend disbelief. Equally essential as reactivity is for an immersive experience is for such a populace to demonstrate adequate artificially intelligent behaviors. Indeed, many commented with surprise on the Reddit post how no bodies prompted panicked flight even as nearly 2,000 deaths amassed. This directly spotlights the success of AI routines core to NPC citizens, staff and security teams tending to their roles and patterns while turning heads where appropriate rather than resemble mindless automations oblivious in unrealistic ways. The heightened consistency bolsters integrity of all presented spaces as living, monitoring one's 47 musts stealthily traverse. Manipulation possibilities also exist in shadowy corners for creative players, with body-hiding mechanics granting chances to silently shift environs marked by bloodshed to suit plans without shattering this carefully coded illusion of life. Realism has boundaries within game spaces, but through NPC complexity Hitman pushes ambitiously against such limits. All analysis clarifying the range of reactions and actions encoded into Hitman's NPCs ultimately issues from how this NPC depth serves to empower the game's overarching mission, to make assassination sandboxes feel tension-filled and rife with subterfuge potential. Environments must first feel believably inhabited for players to then scheme elaborate disruptions, demanding NPC richness. The commentary fleshing out bystander surprise and confusion as 47 navigates new disguises supplies critical flavoring supporting such secretive roleplay. Deeper mastery then involves understanding not only architecture navigation but piecing together resident behaviors, appearances and roles comprising entire autonomous social systems. Players intimately learn rhythms and relationships comprising complex spaces. This demands AO reaching for more than decoration. NPCs are thus abundantly present to provide the dense, varied environmental texture around which satisfying player-driven stories of intrigue attrition can thrive. Symbiosis between extensive NPC presence and emergent possibilities shore up the creative bedrock on which the series continues gaining new acclaim. In assessing ingredients contributing ongoing success for Hitman's globe-trotting assassin fantasy 25 years on, the pivotal importance of surrounding 47 with a compelling cast of embedded characters becomes clear. Miami alone overflowing with nearly 2,000 individuals, each allocated functions and behaviors making spaces feel occupied amplifies the hard work developers apply toward finely honed crowd dynamics. NPCs ultimately act as conduits, welcoming opportunities to weave stealth chaos. This commitment to depth instead of relying solely on surface spectacle keeps elevating the franchise as a touchstone for murder sandbox game excellence to emulate. Care taken crafting relationships through every location's populations remarkable not only in technical scale but for pursuing player freedom defines the franchise. With creative possibilities expanding as fast as manuals can list disguisable personas, the future likely holds exciting locations all more meaningfully animated thanks to NPC evolution hitting its stride for the long term in Hitman.